Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Divinity Original Sin 2. Alright, I have access to my inventory again. Supposedly the way you can fix it is by unshackling your characters and just unlocking it that way. Supposedly locking your inventory is to keep other players from taking your stuff when in multiplayer, so it's not something that's usually supposed to activate in single player. Also, Peeper's here. Okay, so let's get some stuff done.
Magisters, what are they up to?
A white magister and a magister knight, along with some possessed people and some weaponized monks. They want to blow up this wall here, apparently. Not sure. Take all of that. Alright, let's get this going.
The Magister looks you up and down with utter dispassion.
Well, while that's going, I'll do this to get that warmed up. I'll have you stand right there.
You should not be here.
Pretty sure. So we got this rite of passage from a while back. I'm pretty sure this doesn't work, but I'm going to use it anyway. Pretty sure the rite of passage announced that you have every right to be here.
The Magister slowly shakes her head. To her, that writ might as well be your death warrant.
Intruder! Die!
Alright, let's get started. Nothing too special here though, level 13. I'm level freaking 14 at the moment. I'm just outside of attack range from him, so that's good. I'm gonna go right here. Okay, a little bit higher. Perfect. Does this thing actually do knockdown? 15% chance. Oh, neat. Two down. Got a Reavers next. Still have the Silent Watch up here. Not sure how I missed, but okay. Oh, no! Peeper! No! Why are you in fire? Save Peeper. Why is Peeper up here? I could fix this. Okay, Peeper's is safe. I go through all that trouble just for Peeper. Okay. That was a close call on Peeper. Yeah, Peeper. I don't know how you got up there. That was pretty close.
Impressive. A barrel filling machine for the oil, I believe.
So yeah, you can mess with this oil machine. Not really any reason to. Level 13 belt. Telekinesis, leadership, and health and dodging. Yeah, I'll take it. It's kind of a side grade. So now Losa gets some bonus leadership as well. Alright. What else we got going on here? Oh, one thing we can do.
The spirit of a white magister scowls at your presence.
Get away from me, sorcerer! Filth!
Demand to know what was going on here.
You'll get nothing out of me. Nothing.
Say that if she doesn't tell you what she knows, you'll consume her spirit and consign her to oblivion.
What? No, wait. I'll tell you. We had orders to bring down the wall. They thought there was more to find beyond it. That's all I know, I swear.
Say you've decided to be merciful, though she doesn't deserve it. Take your leave. Killing magisters, it's fine by me. You know, leaving them to oblivion, it's not exactly my preference. That is a really good cloak. It's 2 levels higher. There's intelligence, constitution, and air resistance. Alright, let's manage runes. Extract that, please. Thank you. Not bad. And then manage runes again. Insert. I think it's just fire runes I really want. I could do air resistance and go for, like, you know, really high air resistance, but no. Fire is generally our bigger issue. Alright, what else we got going on here? Oily book. Notes on automating oil barrel creation. The only thing that will save my life is the knowledge that those older puppets don't have. Yet at least, I hope so. Machine restart sequence is Ember, Sapphire, Emerald. There's an image of a garnet at the bottom marked out with a big X. So, Ember, Sapphire, Emerald.
Guess I know what I need to do now.
From somewhere deep within the inner workings of the machine comes an irregular clanking sound, then a weak gurgle. Inoperable, it seems.
Let me read that again. Red, blue, green.
From somewhere deep within the inner workings of the machine comes an irregular clanking sound, then a weak gurgle. Inoperable, it seems. There is a sudden shriek of grinding metal.
Guess not. Oh well. I don't even think I messed with it last time on my other save. It's alright, we don't need it. We have enough oil barrels here to do what we need to do. So let's grab these, just for some potential upgrades.
That's a lot of firepower to stockpile in one place.
I agree, Peepers. And we Peepers leveled up! I didn't even know that's a Alright, Peepers is level 10. Congratulations, Peepers. Sweet. Alright. I don't even remember what I was doing in this. Okay, we need to up our wits. I've been doing wits and strength, which has been a little slow going, to be honest. And we've been upping warfare, it looks like. Which will increase our raw damage. The only other thing I would like to do is about my crit multiplier, but I think the raw damage is a little bit better. How are we on weight? It's going. Alright, I can get my crit chance up to plus 15% eventually. With that in mind though, the issue right now is eventually I'm going to have to replace this weapon, so I definitely need to get more crit chance if I want to take advantage of my Wondrous crit. So I'll do both in wits for now. You, on the other hand, 4, 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so we'll do another Hydrosophist. I've just been cycling through them. And I don't want any additional memory, so we're just going all intelligence now. So that should up her damage quite a bit.
I've seen places like this in books. Never thought I'd see something like this in reality.
Eternal artifact. So that's something we can use to craft the fancy armor.
This is the archaeological discovery of a lifetime.
Arteon. Here begins the account of Wolfram, lead archaeologist. Captain Aris tells me there may be something worth excavating in this curious cave. I have hired a gaggle of locals with shovels. They insist this cave is haunted, but it's amazing the ghost you can chase away with a heavy purse of gold. 16th Arteon, or it's either Arteon or Arnchen. Incredible, I've never seen craftsmanship like this. Was it a tomb, a temple? The pillars to the seven suggest some religious purpose. There's more, hidden behind a barrier. The workers are grumbling again, but I am no expert on the undead. If their ghost was real, I would know. 17th, idiots. The workers claim I've been meddling with the gods. I only took a small chip from the pillar. I had to test it somehow. And now they've sealed me down here. Nothing left but to examine the columns and hope they return. Each of the seven seems tied to an element or a trait. Rallic is earth, Duna is air, Tyr's Syndalus is blood, Zorstissa is fire, Vroggear's muscle, Zentessa's mind, and Madia's magic. 18th. I don't think I'm alone. I was sure I heard a voice as I slept, but I couldn't make it out. It was faint, an echo almost. The 19th. It's here. It's real. Whatever it is, it's real. The Guardians, help me.
What a way to die, down here in this darkness. Poor soul.
The curious sculpture comes alive as you reach out to touch it. It thrums with power and throws flickering, dancing shadows against the walls. The carving is covered in strange glyphs that feel oddly familiar. They surround a gently glowing stone that makes you think of the night sky rolled into a ball.
Lean in to examine the glyphs.
Trying to read the symbols, you hear a faint whispering at the back of your mind, as if you're listening to the echoes of a past age. Your mind swims, and, for a moment, the glyphs become clear. You read, "Our first lords babes with power glowed, our seconds born in blood that flowed. Our thirds young to the wind return, our fourths to glowing flames adjourn. Our fifth lord's cubs with minds were blessed, our sixths had brawn beyond the rest. Our seventh's brood spread from earth to glen, and thus no king shall rise again." You try to hold your focus as the whispering echo fades, but the letters waver, contorting and merging until they're nothing but meaningless glyphs once more.
A riddle from the past. Or maybe a riddle about the past.
Alright. Surprisingly, I'm not getting any additional information. Alright, so yeah, each of these pillars is this stuff. I believe first is Amadia?
The sculpture is cuffed trying to read the symbol. Your mind you read, "Our first lords babes with power, our fifth lords cubs with minds were blessed, our sixths had brawn, our seventh's brood spread from..." You try to hold your...
Yeah, so first one's Amadia. Amadia, then the orc guy.
It's Amadia, the mother of wizards.
I believe next is Blood, which I believe is Vroggear. Nope. Vroggear's Muscle. Tierce and Delidius is the, I believe, Elves.
Tierce and Delius, poet and patron, god of the elves.
The sculpture is covered in strange, trying to read your minds. You read, "Our first lords babes with power glowed, our second,
Wind,
our
fire,
fifth lords cubs with minds were
mind, and
blessed.
brawn.
Our sixths had our seventh's brood spread from earth." You try to hold...
So wind and fire. Wind is... Sorry, air is Duna, and then fire is Zol.
Duna, the stoutest of the seven. No wonder the dwarves pray to him. Solsticer, the scaled god of the lizards. I
believe it was mind then brawn. mind was Zentessa.
Ah, Zantetsa, the goddess of mirth, worshipped by imps.
Then Braun, which is Vrogir.
The god of the orcs, Vrogir. Ralik, I used to pray to you when I was young.
Alright, no quest information yet. Alright, I want to make a save here. Because I already know what's coming. Sorry if I'm sounding a little mellow. It's been a tiring few weeks.
What on the name of Lucian's prize pig is going on here?
Alright. So I got 15,000 experience for grabbing this ancient stone tablet. This tablet is what the succubus will want you to find eventually. But she's dead. But it does have its uses. This is a most curious stone tablet. Most of the etchings carved upon its face are not words, but pictographs. They do not relate a history or tell a fantastical tale. However, they detail the construction of a scythe. The artifact is not pristine, however. Someone has crudely scratched a modern word below the ancient drawings. Swornbreaker. Swornbreaker requires the haft of the Swornbreaker and the blade of the Swornbreaker as well as the schematic. And that will make it. It is possible to get two of them. It is a two-hander weapon, I believe, so there is that. I don't know if it's a... I hope it's a strength-based weapon, but I'm not sure. Alright. It's almost like I know there's something coming.
I wonder what they did in life to deserve such a resting place.
The creature looks down from its perch, trembling. It crawled out of that sarcophagus as if it had forgotten how to move its limbs. It turns to you, and you see its face is covered by an intricate mask.
The Eternal Itera.
From behind its unmoving lips, you hear a noise. It starts as a groaning, croaking chatter, but slowly becomes more distinct. It's speaking.
Me Saravel te de larontu, Shamory.
You can't make out any words, but you recognize some sounds. An elven chirp here, an orcish grunt there. Tell it to wait. Tell it to wait as you reach for some parchment.
The stream of noise cuts off abruptly. After a moment, you hear a jolting, lurching voice.
It wears the face of Ralik, but speaks the tongue of beasts. How cruel. I suspected the Seven Lords won the war after they locked me here, but seeing their faces on dumb creatures, a depressing confirmation.
Demand to know who you're speaking to.
Fascinating. So quick to anger. It has the outward appearance of one of our kind, but underneath it is so very primitive. Perhaps this is to be expected when creation is left to 7 amateurs. The king would never have been so sloppy in his work.
Deep within your soul, you feel your god stirring at the sound of the voice. You can feel its anger and fear swelling inside you.
For the creature that is sadly mistaken, it was established at the Synod of Othorgora. The 7 are gods. How else could they have created the races?
The creature leans forward to get a better look at you, clucking and tutting under her breath.
It seems to be a simple form at its core, a source vat. A walking, unfortunately talking, source vat. Fascinating. I wonder how to extract the source from the vessel without...
She pulls back suddenly, recoiling in horror.
It is rotting. Almost imperceptibly, but it decays before my eyes. It does not even have a century left.
So the dialogue is actually different based off your race. You can also have your god do some of the talking.
The god within you reacts. His emotions a cocktail of fury and fear. You hear his voice, demanding that you give him control, demanding your body obey his will.
Yeah, screw you, god guy. Press your struggling god and ask what's hiding behind that mask.
An Eternal does not answer questions from whatever creatures happen to lumber into view. Especially when there is so much to be learned about their source. What happens to it, I wonder? Does it lie in whatever ditch it falls in, as its body decays? Or... no, of course. It is harvested.
The god thrashes against your control. You can feel it hissing that this creature is dangerous, that it cannot be trusted.
To have had the technology of the Eternals, and made this. How crude. Although effective in its own way.
Struggle to contain your god. What does she mean effective? Effective at what?
Poor creature. Created for a sole purpose, and yet so ignorant of its function. It is a tool to collect source until it is ready to be collected. Most likely by its creator.
So our gods are practically vampires.
And given that face, I can well imagine who your creator may be. What a lazy way to feed one's power. And one's ego.
Fight to contain your god and ask how it knows all of this.
You start to speak, but it's too late. Ralik breaks free, and the voice that emerges from your mouth is not quite your own.
Atira, you worm! An eternity locked away was too good for you. I should have seen you ground to dust and fed to the wind. Your heresies deserve nothing less.
The figure recoils, as if struck.
Ralik! What happened to you? Did you truly fall so far?
Silence! It is your king that has fallen. He and all the other eternal cowards were flung into the void, and the power you were too scared to hunt has made me a god.
And yet here you stand, small, weak, decaying. I will not even need the Aetheran to grind you into the dust.
You feel your god freeze at the mention of this Aetheran, a cold terror settling in your chest.
Wrest control back from the god and demand to know about the device, because screw
The
him.
beast's unruly passenger did not deign to tell it. He did not want his host to know I crafted a weapon that would leave him an Eternal once more.
You feel your god thrashing against your control. Where? You croak in a voice not quite your own.
Ah, of course you never found it. You always lacked imagination, my lord. I hid it in these very caves, although I can feel its distance now. Someone has uncovered it. Perhaps they intend to flay the godliness from you. No matter. Given your pathetic state, it is mine to collect at my leisure. As for you, you monstrosity, you were designed to be defective. You were built to die. And I rather think it is time you fulfilled your function. But do not fear. I shall put your source to good use.
Okay. So, yeah. Pretty much the gods made all the races so they can pretty much feed on them. Good stuff. Alright, before we murder, I encountered a strange being called an Eternal. She spoke of the Aetheran. It seems that the device was created by her kind, a civilization who were once very powerful but are now seemingly forgotten, are now seemingly gone from this world. And we already know who took the Aetheran. Alright, let's get started. Peeper, where are you at? There you are. Good. Stay out of trouble, Peeper. Level 14 with level 14 minions. The minions are very weak against magic. She, on the other hand, is going to be a slight annoyance. But shouldn't be too big of an issue. She's floating so the fire doesn't hit her. Alright, one dead. Two dead. Wow, that was a lot smoother than when I previously did this. I think it was lower level though. Alright, we're gonna move up and then use all in. Alright, 2 down.
Glory is mine.
We can get some air.
I'm ready.
Alright, I am pressed. I am frozen.
I'll find you.
And people got frozen, but it's okay. Alright, let's talk.
The air suddenly feels thick, like it's grown musty after concealing a lie for so long.
The gods have been keeping secrets from us. What else haven't they told us?
Everyone's got a past. We are who we are in this moment. That includes the Mighty Seven. I've gotta say, I think we're onto something interesting here.
So, annoyingly, we know that God inside us can take over at any time he wants. Alright, what do you got for me? Cloth leggings, huh? And these are a slight upgrade. Would reduce my dodging. Yeah, not really worth it. Okay, and then a dagger that has sawtooth knife. And then a ring, pyrokinetic, and hydrosophist. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, we got what we needed. I actually didn't notice that experience bar at the very bottom. It's actually really hard to see. It's that tiny. Alright. Let's walk our way out of the temple. We still need to get one power point, or one source point, to complete our mission. There's at least 2 sources left that we can go to get a source point. Well, sorry, 3 places. There are 3 places we can go to. One is a demon, who will just give it to us for a favor later. There's, of course, Jahan, who already gave us a task to kill some demons. And then there's another location that we haven't really gone to yet. Alright, let's get out of here.
The statue looms in the as the tears dampen your fingertips.
Okay, where do we want to go? Go to the fields? Say hi to the demons? No, we'll go to, let's go to the fields first, and I think I can get some directions. So we haven't gone north yet, apparently. So that's another thing we can do. Actually, There's another place we can go to. That spot. I circled it with my mouse, even though you guys can't see my mouse. There's a corner I think we went to, like, we saw it and then we ignored it. Also, we're level 15. There's a couple things we can do. There's some optional bosses we can fight. There was that one lady that literally killed us in a round. That's like on a freaking crucifix or whatever. There's also another optional boss we can take on. Tell you what, we'll go for gold. Looks like the sound's bugging out again. Yeah, it's like lagging for some reason. Alright. So yeah, this boss is ridiculous. So this thing has a pain aura. And what that pain aura will do is it does around 300 to 400 damage every round. I believe it bypasses all your defenses. It just does raw health damage. And it drastically reduces your fire resistance. So that's why she's able to kill you in a single round. She literally goes, you know, hits you with the debuff, and then it just immediately blows you up with a fireball. And if you do survive it, you will still take the damage from the aura. So it's a pretty high chance you'll die. There's a few tricks you can do. You can teleport her down here and force her to end up fighting Jahan. You can also just teleport her away just to get her away from the freaking the fire pillars as well. All these are options, I guess you can say. I've never tried to fight her in place, so there's that. Do you have... You do. Okay. Now, a way to deal with the aura is you can cast Bless on her, which will give her buffs, but it'll also remove that horrible, horrible aura. At least temporarily. Once it comes up, though, you're gonna get yours. This thing also reflects a ton of damage. No, no, no. I don't want to attack. I just want to examine again. It's really hard to click this thing. It's also really hard to target this thing if you're trying to lure it away. This thing has... Oh, you have reflection. Where is it at? It's not showing the reflection. Alright. Alright. We'll let that go for a bit. And we're going to get this up and running. There we go. Okay. Also, while we're at it... Sorry, I'm just trying to prep what I can. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save again. This is a tough fight. She's level 15. What's funny is this quest, the only reason you would want to kill her quest-wise is she has a key. And to be honest, it's for a quest that's like level 11. Like, no fooling. So the only reason you would have to kill this person is if you don't have enough lockpicking to get past the little door that's locked right now. All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna unshackle you and reposition you. Like, I don't know, over here. Okay. I just want her in range to do the other stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna have to hit her because she goes first.
By the hazing of the shade, I'll kill your shining lights! I'll kill your shining lights!
Alright, I was not prepared for that. We're gonna put rain on ourselves. It'll give us a little bit of fire resistance. And what I'm going to do on her is I'll cast Bless. Also blessed all the water. Okay. Tell her she can bring it on. You can try. Supposedly there is no way to have to. There's some conversation options and some persuasion checks, and as far as I know, no matter what, it's going to lead to combat.
Oh, baby, oh, darling, I'm so sorry. You feel it. You feel it too. Come to me, and I'll kill your shining lights.
Amazingly, we go first. Alright. If you do hit her with Bless while during combat, she'll say some stuff as well. So yeah, as long as the Bless is up, we won't get completely wrecked by shit. Speaking of being completely wrecked by shit, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself 75% fire resistance. So now I have 85% resistance thanks to the wet trait that we have active. I am fully buffed up. So I'm just gonna dive into this and hope I don't die. I could try this, but it could kill me, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, as you can see, my armor went down. She's reflecting the damage. Good news is I can now... I can't hit both of them, unfortunately. Oh, yes, I can. Alright, she is knocked down. As you can see, my armor just dropped down drastically again. What I'll do is drink one of these. Get back a little bit of armor. And then immediately hit you. Alright, that's so much easier. It took me a while to figure out how to fight this. Eventually I had to read. Someone pretty much said in the forums that you have to use Blessed. I tried so many different combinations, but you have to Bless her. If you don't, you pretty much just die.
A haze of flame and confusion envelops you as the Magister's memories hit. You come for Alice Elysian, the witch, and she flees her home. You capture and crucify her, but she returns to life and burns you all.
So yeah, there's that witch's house that we saw a while back, and this is the witch. That said witch's house. And this is the key for it, which you can easily open with lockpicks, if you have lockpicking. Okay, that's a spear, finesse pants, and a turquoise ring, which I'm going to go ahead and equip. That is an upgrade. Anything else of note? Alright. Well, that wasn't too bad. Let's, I think I have time for one more boss fight. Hey, look, the bears are dead. Also, I don't know what happened to Bieber. Alright.
Put me right, my lord. Please, my lord.
Okay. So now we get to fight this guy. This guy's gimmick is he can, he summons a bunch of wolves, and those wolves will give him an insane amount of buffs. So you generally want to kill him before he gets the buffs. And that's pretty much it. Alright.
What? What is that thing?
Lord, please, Lord, spare me. Spare me. It's too much. My heart.
Oh, it encouraged him as well. Even though he's an enemy. Thank you. Now I'm just gonna go hang out up here. Unchain you, please. Get back up here.
You cannot come here. I'm not done.
The creature suddenly holds itself around the ears, as though seized by a great pain. Several flapping jaws open and close over a single many-fanged maw, like a taxidermist's experiment.
Go.
So you've come to pray to the seven at the altar he's guarding.
His frantic gaze passes from the blood-stained altar to you. Comprehension suddenly clears the agony from his face.
He wants blood. He wants blood. My lord, I'll give you blood. I'll give it all. I beg you, my lord. Accept.
Alright, luckily we're fast enough. And these are all vampires. So yeah, we accidentally buffed him, which kind of sucks. Not the end of the world. Oh wow, I didn't kill him. Alright, that's fine. That killed him. Alright. You right about there. All chilled. Wolves can fly. Alright, that was easy. So yeah, if we want to, we can tag the altar.
An ancient altar to the Seven stands alone before you. Faint, comforting heat emanating from the stones themselves calls you forward.
Lay a hand upon its flat surface.
Gentle heat warms your hand.
Observe the stone construction, looking for the source of the heat.
The stones appear to be just that. Apart from a few faded red stains across the topmost slab, nothing unusual betrays itself.
Kneel before the altar and offer a prayer.
The air stirs, as though someone had appeared and taken a seat upon the altar. A voice rises around you, its source unclear. Fractured whispers surround you. God woken. The word flutters against your ear. You are my champion. You cannot fail. A jolting sensation pierces your heart. As the shock fades, you realize you've absorbed a modicum of source, seemingly from the air around you. The whispers shuffle away, and the air shifts. Whatever was here a moment ago is gone now.
So yeah, you would gain the source point from that. But I was already maxed. Yeah, it's all junk. Black Shroud. Unidentified bow, level 14. Not much better than what I already have. Alright, some strength gloves. That is an upgrade, though it reduces my crit chance. So, not worth it. And a girdle that we don't need. Okay. Well, that was easy. So yeah, there's a bunch of altars that we could actually go to. I don't think there's an actual quest for it. But I can... So I suppose I could go for them if I really wanted to. Well, in any case, let's go to Driftwood Fields again. There's the altar I was talking about. I believe there's 3 altars. I don't remember where the third one's at. So I'll go ahead and tag this one real quick.
Before you lies a primitive altar to the Seven, apparently constructed during a bygone era. Something about it appeals to you, a faint heat emanating from the stones, perhaps.
Kneel before the altar and offer a prayer.
The air stirs, as though someone had appeared and taken a seat upon the altar. A voice rises around you. Hurry.
That's all it says. Okay. I see no sign of Mr. Peeper, which makes me nervous, but that's okay. Okay, there's Jonathan. So yeah, the house here, I believe this is the witch's house. Now, the quest line, unfortunately, requires Pet Pal to actually properly finish, which, it's not something we can do right now.
A scrawny, unwell-looking bird sits despondently among some dead hens.
Oh, the disease went back on him. Alright, well, I wasted a source point, but that's okay. Oh, right, there's a key for this. Grab that key. So yeah, the key we got from the witch herself is for what's inside. Thought we went to this place already, but apparently not.
Smells of lavender and charred flesh. It's almost homely. Almost.
Gin cloth. I'm pretty sure that's a bug of some sort.
Is that her eye? Did she pluck out her own eye?
We found a particularly disturbing ingredient for the witch's brew, her own eyeball. From a series of easy-to-memorize nursery rhymes comes this pearl. Fly agaric, white and red. Should you eat it, you'll drop dead. Mix it, brew it, in potions distilled, then coat your weapon. Kill, kill, kill. Alright. And then the key we picked up was for here. We'll deal with it in a bit. So yeah, that witch's eye is for crafting a potion, which unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do much with it because we don't have Pet Pal. Essentially, the quest line involves some people that were turned into cows, I believe is the situation. That's okay, we'll explore this place that's filled with rats probably next time. So we'll check out this armor real quick. Finesse based, so I don't need it. And yeah, we're good to go. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Divinity Original Sin 2. See you guys later.